days. On the yard, this amount of tobacco is worth more than $100, and that's a debt that can easily get an inmate smashed. If Molina or his new friend Tripod are involved, they could find themselves in deep trouble with the other Woods.
Anytime you find something of this nature in a tent, you're going to start watching that tent a little closer. If an inmate is caught with, it loses this amount of tobacco, unless it's their tobacco, that they brought in, they owe somebody. They're going to be nervous walking around the yard trying to figure out what's going to happen to them, or they're going to have to owe for it, if they're going to get, smacked for it. It's hard to tell. If I was him, I'd be very nervous.
Merlina's tent will be under close scrutiny in the days to come. And it's becoming clear that the people he relies on most for protection may also be the ones most likely to get him a 12-year stretch in a state prison.
It's tobacco one day, shanks the next day, marijuana, methamphetamine. They'll just progressively get worse and worse if they see that we're not out here trying.
Officer McVaugh and his men will alert the jail's intelligence unit and the special response team. They'll keep the pressure up until they find the culprits, and when they do, the SRT stands ready to strike. Edward Ramirez has been on the Phoenix Jail's chain gang for 3 weeks.
When we march with pride. When we march with pride. Stuff our boots and them up all night.
The work and the conditions have been tough. But today's task will be harder than he ever could have imagined. Today, the chain gang has to bury bodies at an indigent burial ground at the edge of the desert.
Well, we're out here burying the indigent, which means that we're here as their family. These people have no families, or they're homeless, so we're their family today.
The inmates unload the coffins from a transport van and take them to the graves.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
It's grim work and another day of hard labor. The next burial catches Ramirez off guard. The deceased is a baby, abandoned by its parents.
How you doing today? How are you? Okay.
This burial is a child, 3 months old, and he was born 3/23/07. Let us pause for a moment and pray for all children of the world. If some of you have children, remember them. Remember all those who are abused, left like this child. Pray that someday there will be an end to violence of any kind. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
It kind of touched us all, having to bury a child this morning. So it was pretty difficult, pretty emotional for that. I have 4 small children, ranging from 11 to 4 years old, so yeah, it hit me personally.
But now I see.
19-year-old Ryan Merlina hasn't seen his family since he's been at Tent City. But today, he's gotten some good news. His mother, who had all but given up on him after his arrest, has had a change of heart. Today, she is coming to visit Merlina for the first time.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. I've seen her a lot.
He knows that his only chance at being a father to his newborn son depends on convincing his family that he can be trusted.
Hey, you look good. You look healthier than I've seen you in a long time. I love you.
Love you too. How you doing?
Better than you, apparently.
Yeah. Sorry. So how's the baby?
The baby's great. I brought you lots of pictures, but you're only allowed to keep 5, apparently. So you can pick the 5 you want to keep.
These are the first pictures Merlina has seen of his 2-month-old son.
He's a redhead.
He's a cutie.
He's adorable. He's got Liz's dad's nose.
Lizzie? He's so cute.
He is cute. He's almost as cute as you were.
The pictures are a vivid reminder to Merlina why he needs to straighten up. His mother helps drive the message home.
I don't know if you know this or not, Ryan, but I was doing a lot of stupid things before I got pregnant with you. I stopped doing those things because I had to take care of you. And I really pray that this is the same thing that happens for you, that you just clean up your life and you make it great for this little boy. You're going to be a great dad. And be the dad to him that your dad wasn't to you.
I know, I will. Speaking of my dad, have you talked to him or anything? No?
I don't even know if he knows you're here. Ryan, I love you, and I'm sorry I didn't protect you better when you were a little kid, and that you went through all the crap you went through, and that you're in this situation now.
No, that's not your fault, Mom. I love you. Tell us I love her and the rest of the family. Alright? Tell the rest of the family I love them.
I will. And you need to start sending letters.
I will. I love you, Mom.
Give me a hug.
I love you.
Give me a kiss.
I love you.
Merlina returns to his tent determined to serve his time quickly and get home to his son. But even if he decides to change his habits and his friendships to steer clear of trouble, events are already in motion that could land Merlina in lockdown. Working off a tip, 2 undercover officers with the jail's intelligence unit have just discovered a huge stash of tobacco hidden in a dumpster at the edge of Tent City. They think the stash belongs to 2 white inmates in the woods.
It looks like we have tobacco in this one as well. Each pouch would be equivalent to $20, $25. Pretty much like having a Cadillac in there.
For the intelligence unit, it's a huge score. One that could break the back of the Woods contraband ring. The next day, in a meeting room adjacent to the tents, the intelligence unit briefs Sergeant Irby and the special response team. They show him photos of the suspects, including the Woods. The entire racial group will be searched.